Hello, my friends. Haven't been on YouTube for a while. Finally, have some time now. September and October are two very busy months for me. Um, by the end of November, everything settled down. So I am very, very happy that I will be able to make more videos and share more things with you. So I miss the time that I'm doing this and also talking to you guys. Anyway, so this video is about my personal review of US Mobile. It is a cell phone plan. Before I go into details about my experience, just a disclaimer that this is solely based on my own personal experience and I'm not paid by anybody to do this review. And in terms of cell phone, it highly depends on the location where you are. So before you signed up for a cell phone plan, you want to make sure you check their coverage map. For the cell phone plan that we've been using is called US Mobile. Based on their internet, it seems like their cell phone coverage is equivalent to Sprint PCS coverage. So if you don't have a strong Sprint PC, is that Sprint PCS? I don't know. Sprint coverage, then this may not be applicable or may not be good for you. So about, I would say it was in September, right? About 2-3 months ago, or maybe October. No, definitely August or something. It's been a few months. At one point, I was just totally feel it was enough of paying so much money to. I used to use AT&T, been paying so much, and truly I did not use that much of data, or especially the minutes. So all of a sudden I decided I don't want to do it anymore because it doesn't make sense to me. So I start my research and look for alternative, those off-brand kind of cell phone plan, and I find this one because so I found this one and I want to give it a try. So I cancel my original contract. I did have to pay quite a lot to, because if you terminate early, you have to pay the fine or whatever for it. But after the calculation, I feel I will get all the money back in about 5-6 months, and also then start from then 5-6 months later, I pay so much less. So after my careful calculation, I plug the plug? No, I pulled the plug. Right, that's right, and canceled the cell phone plan. So the reason I think why this plan will work so well for me, one is I do not talk over the. I do not use cell phone to talk at all, except for my work and for here and there, just to contact my my mom, my husband. Really speak to my husband over the phone, and the school maybe here and there. Minutes extremely low. And I also decide not to use my cell phone too much outside of my house in terms of checking my Instagram, checking email, and this and that, because I feel like at some point I feel like so disconnected with the people around me, because whenever there's a moment, we'll pull out the cell phone, start to check, and I actually wasn't, I have no idea what I was checking actually. Couldn't get the point, but it became a habit of doing so. And instead of talking to people, everybody's facing the cell phone. So I decide not to do that. And if I don't do that, I don't need to use the data that much neither. So I feel like a low few minutes low data kind of plan would fit my lifestyle, the lifestyle that I want to have. I change into. So so I decided to pick this one, US Mobile. You have to pay $5 like at first to get their SIM card. So, and then after you install your SIM card, you can sign up for a plan. The basic plan, for instance, I think 100 minutes, 100 megabytes, and 100 texts, altogether less than $10. So that was wonderful, absolutely wonderful. I've been using that for a while, and then I upped my minutes a little bit more because for my business, I have a second job. For my business, I do have to talk over the phone sometimes, and sometimes I need to use the interpreter service, which takes minutes as well. So I upped that a little bit. But overall, with the comfortable usage of the way that I use it, I would say probably 250 minutes and 100 texts, 100 megabytes. For the data plan, I usually use that for my GPS service because I have to drive to my clients' houses at various locations. I do need to use that service. And then it was fine. Altogether, probably less than, I would say probably it was about less than $12, and compare with original from my old cell phone plan of about, for that kind, about I have to pay probably like $70-$80. So it's a huge saving. So that's one line. And my mom's phone also, I changed a plan for her. For her, she talks more over the phone, you know, with her friends, and she has more time doing that. And I also give her more data because you know, I can't ask everybody to live a lifestyle like what I have. So for her, I probably pay about less than $20 a month. So altogether for these two lines, about less than $35 a month. If it's in the past, it will cost us probably more than $130 some dollars. So still saving quite a lot, saving $100 for two lines every month. And I also switched my husband's phone to a different plan, and that one works quite well as well. So from that aspect, we save a lot of money. Also, the usage after 3 months of using this cell phone, I feel quite good. Not much complaints, and their service actually improving. In the past, when I signed up a few months ago, they did not have a 1-800 number customer service for you to talk to someone. What you could do, and I did use that service, was to they have the instant text kind of thing, so you can text and they will respond to you right away and resolve some of my issues. Because it to be honest, I think it's probably still a small company, so here and there they encounter problems, and I think their database is not that good in terms of update your payment, that kind of thing. So I contacted them a couple times, and they did. They have great customer service, and now recently they just started their 1-800 numbers, so you can actually talk to someone, and they are very, very helpful. I will give 5-star, up to 5-star for their customer service. Super good customer service. It's just here and there, you know, they have problem with their database, and at once I wasn't having a problem. I didn't update my account or something, and they actually gave me a extra month of free minutes or something like that. So it was great. I think no complaints from that perspective. And one more thing is actually during the past, actually last month, with the same cell phone plan, we actually traveled to Las Vegas and also California, Los Angeles, and I had to drive from Las Vegas to California. Throughout, I've been using their data coverage and with the GPS and everything, and didn't have any problem. So traveling, if you do data roaming, I don't know if that's called data roaming, but if you travel, from state to state, and from East Coast, we live in the East Coast, to West Coast, no problem at all. So, yep, so far so good. And another good thing is you can always add minutes if you feel like during my trip to LA. I feel like I want to add some data just in case I need to, I don't know, rely on my GPS or whatever more. So I add more data. So in the middle of your monthly cycle, you can actually you can actually add more minutes or add whatever you want to add to your base plan, to your original plan. So that's very flexible, and they actually do roll over the data, the minute, the text that you added to your base, so you can fully take advantage of the data you add in. So all in all, it's a great plan. I'm very happy I switched, and can't think about anything else. If you have any questions, you can leave your comments down below. I will try my best to answer. And if you think this video is helpful, please give me a thumbs up. And I will see you next time. Goodbye, my friends.